Hey guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I am going to be making a true crime V-split drip tumbler. It's going to be really cool. I went to the Great American Craft Expo over the weekend and I saw Banff Custom Creations. She has a lot of incredible vinyl, clear cast decals, all kinds of different stuff. So of course I stopped at her booth and found this vinyl sheet, and of course I had to get it. And I was on my way home. It was a 10-hour drive. I had a lot of time to think. I was trying to think about what to do with this, and I think I figured it out. So I am working with a 20-ounce thick from Maker Flow, and I prepped it and I base painted it white. I'm going to start by doing some measurements and getting the V-split on there, and then we will do the glitter. So I'm just going to trim this border off. It's all like a part of the vinyl. So I'm going to trim that off so I'm not worried about that later. Okay, so now that that is out of the way, I am going to grab my cup cradle here from Bama Cups. Lay this bad boy down, and when I do my V-splits, normally what I like to do, let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to fold this piece of vinyl in half, and then I'm going to cut that in half. So there will be a lot of trimming and a lot of, I hate to say it, but wasting of some of this vinyl, and I hate that, but I wanted to do something other than like a full vinyl wrap because I've done one of those before. So I'm going to use this piece, and obviously it's way too long. So I'm going to trim it down quite a bit. I'm pretty much just going to be laying it down and trimming until everything fits better. Okay, so I had to turn my air on because it's roasting in here. But what I'm going to do, I have it pretty much trimmed down to where I want it. I'm going to overhang it on the top, so whenever I get it down, I can trim it and it'll be like nice and clean up top. So I don't have any like uneven areas if I try to trim it myself before I lay it down. So this is what it's going to look like when it's on. That looks about good. So what I'm going to do is start my anchor, and I'm just going to start at a random side. So I picked this corner, if I can get it. There we go. And I'm going to remove, and this is really good quality vinyl too, so, which I knew it would be. So now I'm going to overhang it, make sure it's good and straight in the way I want it there. Turn it around, and I'm going to go ahead and lay down the side that I created the anchor with. So now that's down, that can't go anywhere. So I'm going to, just like I would with like a full vinyl wrap, I'm just going to start working this around. So I'm going to slowly remove that backing and push the vinyl down. Alright, awesome. So now that went on really easily. It's straight. It looks great. So now what I'm going to do is go around with my scissors, because I don't have one of those, what are they called? Where you can like twist it around the blade and trim your vinyl at the top of your tumbler. I do not have one. I need to get one. But this will work for now. Alright, so now that that is on and looking good, I'm going to come in with some Mod Podge and I'm going to fill in that empty spot and I'm going to fill it in with diamonds from the glitter grind. I need more, I'm running low. My all-time favorite white glitter. I love it so, so much. So this paintbrush is from Pop of Color Paints and I am using it because of its edge. I feel like I can get through here really easily. And it's not going to be perfect lines. But you guys know me and my V-splits, and probably everybody who makes V-splits. You add, and I still have a little bit of paint on here too, daggone it. But anyway, you add like lines, vinyl stripes, something to help with those lines. Guys, I promise my brush is not dirty. I used terracotta from Pop of Color Paints before I did this, and I must have not washed it out completely, but I promise it's not like dirt or anything. So I'm coming through here and I'm just filling everything in, and I'm going to sprinkle on that diamonds glitter. And after a coat of epoxy, I'm going to come in with lines to separate the glitter from the vinyl, but it's not going to be like your typical like vinyl stripes. You'll see. So I'm going to wash this brush really good, and then I'm going to do another coat of glitter. Alright guys, so after that second coat of glitter, that looks pretty good. You can actually, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but you can see, you can kind of see like that little bit of brown paint that I got in that Mod Podge here and there. It looks, you can see it a little bit more in person, and it actually goes with the theme of the tumbler, and it looks really good, so I'm going to keep it. But I went ahead and I sealed the glitter with, what is it, matte Rust-Oleum clear enamel is what it is my favorite sealant. So I've sealed the glitter. Now I'm going to pop it on my turner back here from Bama Cups, add a coat of epoxy, and I will come back tomorrow to show you the really cool accent that we're going to put through here. Alright you guys, it's the next day and this looks pretty good. So now before we continue, I want to go ahead and sand it. This is an 80 grit sanding block from Amazon, and I'm just going to sand the glitter really quickly. So now remember I said instead of vinyl stripes through here, what we were going to do was something a little different. I am going to take some fabric paint, and this is from Hippie Crafter. And specifically, I am going to use this one. It's crimson. So this one is like the really bright red scarlet. This one's crimson. You can see this one's darker. I do want to use the darker one. And this is kind of like a, you can use it for tumbler drips instead of the like epoxy method or the Mod Podge and cornstarch method or anything like that. These are really thick. And what I'm going to do is pour them along the lines and then tap, 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 make them drip down a little bit so it looks like a bloody drip coming down. Okay guys, the weirdest thing just happened. I went to go take the wrapping off of this, and the whole like top of this paint literally snapped apart and broke off. I really want to use this, so I'm taping it back together. I'm sure I won't be able to use it anymore after this because it's not properly sealed, of course, and it's probably going to dry up on me. I have no idea what would have caused that. That was really, really weird. But here I am trying to rig it up so I can still use it. That was really, really weird. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to still use it. I might have to use the bright one. I really didn't want to do that. Look at that. That is so weird. Okay, let's try it. Okay, yeah, it is completely no longer usable. Look at that. Like, it just, like, snapped off. Alright, I reckon we'll use this one. This was a really perfect color for this, though, but we'll go with this one. So, we are using Scarlet fabric paint. I had to throw that in there and show you guys. That was really, really weird. I could still probably put it on with a popsicle stick, but it's not going to be like how I want it to. So we're going to use this. I'm literally going to line, and I'm not going to do it too thick, but I'm going to line where I would normally put like vinyl stripes. And now I'm going to turn it this way and give it some taps, and that's going to cause it to kind of drip down. I'm going to make it a little thicker right here because this is not wanting to drip down. So now instead of vinyl stripes, it looks like this, and I'm going to clean that up. But I think that looks really cool instead of just like plain red vinyl stripes. Okay, so now I'm going to let this sit overnight, you know, roughly 24 hours. And I'm doing this because I want to give that paint time to dry, to harden really good, so I don't smear everything around when I go to put epoxy on it. So I'm going to wait 24 hours, come back, check it, make sure it's good and dry and hardened, and then I'm going to add at least 2 final coats of epoxy. So after some epoxy, this is how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. I think the drips down the side look really cool instead of just like the plain vinyl stripes. And guys, Banff Custom Creations, her vinyl is absolutely incredible, super high quality. I mean, honestly, I can only hope to be on that level one day. Her vinyl is incredible. I really highly suggest checking her out. Before I go, like always, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day, and today's quote is, "All dreams are within reach. All you have to do is keep moving towards them." That was said by Viola Davis. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this very different tutorial. And if you have any questions, like always, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!